I've seen mass graves in war zones. There are war crimes. Mass graves are when you kill a whole bunch of people, take a bulldozer, and you bury them. But it's like genocide. It's a term that's used to make money for the people who are advocating to go against the Canadian government. The Canadian government is actually paying First Nations bands money to hire lawyers to sue the Canadian government. I would say that's kind of a ridiculous strategy. But when we heard about this Kamloops residential mass graves, it went international. And so people thought Canadian government officials or the residential schools, the nuns, essentially killed hundreds of children and buried them like a war crime. And it was a devious and deceitful play on words, because after that happened and everybody was embarrassed by the claim, billions of dollars were funneled into these bans to compensate for it. But what nobody knows is, and this documentary shows beautifully, is there has not been one body found in a mass grave. There hasn't been one. But if you question it, you get arrested, like that professor who recently went to University of Victoria to debate the protesters about this mass grave argument. She was arrested, a female professor who has a very cogent argument to say why this issue is not as serious as people say it is, was arrested by the university for daring to go in to say something different than what they deemed to be true. Universities are supposed to have discussions so that we can contest ideas and discuss what's true. It shouldn't be a place where you're told what to think, but they arrested this woman after they let Palestinian protesters on the campus for over a year disrupting everybody. She walks in, a 58, 60-year-old professor with an intelligent thing to say, and she got arrested for it. This mass graves thing is a giant bait and switch from what I can tell. It's not true. It's designed to make a lot of money. And if you dare question it, they call you a bad person rather than refute your arguments. This can't happen if a country is going to survive. We need to be able to talk about topics that people in power tell us is taboo. That's the only way to make sure that we're actually having good policies. I highly recommend the documentary, Making a Killing. I highly recommend you challenge things that don't make sense, have good and respectful debates, dialogues, engage with people, and not fall victim to believing what you're told to believe so that you can feel like a good person.